What up? What up? What up? It's your man, Mr. Controversy. Did you miss me? And I got my guy to my right, my guy Mace. What up, Mace?
Dude, what's good, baby? What's good? Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, bro. I'm tired. I just got back from
You got to have jet lag. Jet lag.
who you telling? Man,
Yeah.
tired. I'm tired, dog.
Vegas, baby.
I had a good time. I didn't party or nothing like that either, man. It was straight work, but just that time, bro.
That time change, yeah, dog. Yeah. I'm already knowing.
Yeah, you know how it was, man. But how's your week been?
Dude, it's been smooth sailing. It's crazy. You can really feel football season getting here. I got the sample NCAA 25. Yeah.
So everybody been talking about that. So everybody's going crazy about that. How was that?
It's pretty dope. I think what's crazy, we hadn't had it in so long. You know, last time it was out, I was in college. So I think that just the nostalgia and just the upgrades of the game. Because I think the last time it was here, of course, graphics have improved.
Right.
Uniforms, just all the technical stuff that they can do for the game, how they got all the stadiums right, all the entrances right. It's crazy. Like I said, I only got to play it about an hour. I didn't want to overindulge because you know, I've given up video games. I've been officially off the sticks for 2 decades now. So, you know, I just didn't want to fall back in love with it. So because that stuff kind of can be like crack. So I was like, you know what? Leave it alone, get off it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so all my family members don't call me talking about some, man, come get on the game. I'm not gonna do it because, you know, I'm not gonna do it.
My question is, so do they have they just have like the teams of today, right?
Or they got all the teams, yeah. But you can unlock the classic teams and all that stuff too.
Because to me, the best part of that was playing was like the option, like the old school, like
they got
what was that, 96, 97, when you think of K-State, you had what's the running back? Little running backs play for New Orleans, and he played for
Darren Sproles.
Sproles and Bishop and all of them. You know, that was college football then, man. Dude, that's when it was fun playing that game.
So you can run all they got read option, they got the classic option, just depending on the team, wide open offenses. The audibles are so much better. Like I say, I didn't overindulge in it. The uniforms are crazy. So I mean, you just sit there. I see why people were all the hoopla they had with it. Like I know partners who took Monday off to play the game. Dudes were doing like commitments, like they were, you know, doing like the kids. They had the hats on the table, telling everybody who they were gonna play with. You got dynasty mode, you got 5-star mode. You can take a player, you can recruit it. NIL is part of it. So, bruh, it's gonna be a lot of people kind of like when we went to school. We witnessed guys drop out. Like dudes were ineligible because they were up all night playing this game. I can see guys now not going to work. I know 2 partners who on Twitch who basically played like almost 24 hours. You know, I left, I checked, they still playing. Come back, they still on the game. So I mean, listen, this game is probably going to have a lot of people using a lot of their PTO, vacation days are in trouble. So yeah, but I understand.
That's why I stopped playing video games, especially trying to, you know, do this company, because I know if I play it, it's a wrap, you know. And I'm just like, you know what, I don't buy it, man. I don't get into it.
I don't want no part of it. The last, like I said, the last time I was like in it wasn't the dad yet. I used to host these Madden tournaments at my crib. I had a crazy bachelor pad, and dog, it was trouble.
Real quick before we move on, what Madden would you say Like nobody couldn't touch you. Which year?
All of them. Up until I retired.
Oh, really?
Up until I retired. Like
what was the best? What was the one that you knew for sure? Like
probably had to be my daughter was born. My daughter was born in 2000. So I probably finally gave it up when she was probably 6 or 7. So man, like 2007.
So
yeah.
Mine was 2001.
Yeah.
The second one on PlayStation 2, 2001. Couldn't nobody
Okay.
like it was people was like, yo, I'll pay your fee to get in. That's how cold I was on that. I was playing with the Tampa 2 defense.
Yeah.
Then that's when Tampa Bay was like off the
Right.
chain. So couldn't nobody stop my scoring me or anything like that. I had all stop. I had Jacquez Green. I just throw that deep out to him. Yeah, so but yeah, that was my favorite one.
Queasy, my dog Queasy.
Yep.
What a time to be in the game. Yeah. So yeah, I gave it up because, like I said, I knew if I was gonna be an effective parent, I had to stop playing because, like I said, we were gambling. So we were having man tournaments and like we would go. So funny when I stopped playing, my brother, who is like super cold, like my brother was winning like online tournaments, like he probably if he had a really like focused on it, William probably could have made a career out of gaming. Like he was like he'd go to Florida, win a tournament. Like I said, they were doing these like online thing. Like he got invited out to Cali, and he finished like second in the tournament. Like bro, Cole, and I knew, and I had to stop playing because he finally could beat me. And like sometimes, you let your little brother win. Sometimes, I couldn't beat him, so I used to be like, "Oh man, I let you win." And once the psychology there, he was like, "Bro, nah, you trash." I like, yeah, it's time for me to retire because we're gonna fight.
Ooh, boy, remember them times, boy, when I partnered
with the cook. Bro, I'm what? Bro, you trash.
Hey, my boy used to cook. We had fried chicken. We had macaroni and cheese. We had all this food. We playing all day. That's back then. When no online, you just play, bring your controller, and you play each other right there. The turn right there. So.
Right.
Anywho, man, for you all that's listening, we got a great show lined up for you all, man. Hey, man, we talking about everything that's standing out, man. We talking WNBA, what stood out within the first half of the season, NBA Summer League, who's standing out there, or whether it's good or bad. We're gonna get into that. Got to talk NFL training camp. Some started today. We got some that's going to start next week, but football is about to be back. That's exciting. Also, MLB All-Star Game. It was another good one. You don't like it?
The
uniforms suck. I don't know what I was going to ask you about that. I don't know where that came from, but that messed it up. But other than that, it was typical baseball. We got it.
No doubt. Best All-Star game hands down. Best All-Star game hands down.
Yeah. And then, of course, we got my quick hits, the stop it, and what's on my mind. So, hey, man, let your family and friends know they can look at the show live. We on the Facebook, the 3-Point Conversion Facebook page, also the 3-Point Conversion YouTube channel, man. So, first off, man, let's get to it. USA, they won the third game in a row. They're 3-0 right now. They beat Serbia 105-79, beat the brakes out of them. But the first two games they struggled. I ain't gonna say struggled. They just didn't. The team competition is better now.
Yeah, much better.
I'll say this, Mason. I'll let you go. It makes you wonder. It's easy to well, I guess it is easy to say. I guess it's not to me, but it's easy to say this team is better, this team is better, what have you. But as much as of an old head I am, and I still think 92 Dream Team is the best team, hands down. You just look at the roster. But I would have loved to see them play against competition like this. You know why? Not just because I don't think they could win or whatever. It's not that. To me, that Dream Team kind of got bored. So then it was like when Jordan and Pippen, hey, we're gonna stop Kukoc. That was okay. That was our motivation that time.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Maybe Charles Barkley was trying to outshine Malone or whatever, but you didn't have necessarily that competition that brought out that competitiveness out of them. And we know with that team, especially with Jordan, you looking at Magic, Bird. I mean, you talking about three of the all-time competitors, you know, and forget NBA history, basketball history. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could have saw that. I wish we could see something like that, but yet still, it's just like I said, it's a lot of competition. It looked like, and it's funny because they're struggling, especially in Embiid. He's struggling with these rules, dog.
Oh yeah.
It's killing him. He's not getting used to it and everything. So I just wonder if they're gonna go undefeated.
They should. So when we speak about the 92 team, I think the difference in that team versus what we look at today, you're talking about a prime Jordan, prime Pippen, who were at that time probably two of the best players in basketball, period. Barkley was he was in his prime, but Magic and Bird were basically like over the hill. But you had a lot of the other guys who were like kind of like they were on their way. You look at this team this year, and I've continued to say this, I think you really could have got somebody for Steph, somebody for KD, somebody for Bron, but I understand why they have them there. The competition definitely, because it's just more NBA guys,
right?
That's basically spread out around the country. So yeah, the competition is a little bit stiffer. Whereas in '92, I mean, guys, they were pros in their country, but yeah, what did that mean?
Right?
That didn't
Maybe
mean
had
anything.
maybe like 3 or 4 players in that whole tournament that was like, whether it was Kukoc, what's the guy, Marshallonis, Sabonis, even Dino Raja, I put him in there, but that was it. Like you didn't have anybody else. When now you look at that, like when they played Canada is really not known for their basketball team.
But they got
they loaded.
Right. Like in these rules, truly on any night, you really could get beat. Right. Because SGA can get going. Just all these guys from anywhere could just get going. And because they play these guys so much, I mean, like they know their games.
Right.
Like, if it really came down to it, I mean, SGA can lock up whoever. Or, you got like all the different guys, like say, it's the talent is more spread out now. And like say, these guys, whereas in '92, I mean, like say, Kukoc was on his way to the NBA.
Yeah.
So it was like, they like, well, let's see what he got. But you got guys now all over these Olympics who, I mean, they it's night in, night out. So I mean, they got scouting reports. They can talk to their guy like, hey, look, Steph old, man, give him that work. Da.
You know what? And then the fact that you could, it's like these players aren't used to playing with each other. Whereas for the most part, like Luka, his team, they used to playing with each other. They played with each other the last 5 or 6 years, man. You see what Vince said, man?
Yeah, I see.
You're looking like
my dog Ironhead, funny story. Ironhead is my guy. Ironhead is like one of the great guys in the industry. So I'm going to take that as a compliment, sir.
Hey, I still never forget that commercial. My favorite commercial he ever did was when he was doing a soap commercial. Like, but Ironhead, what's with this thingy? Oh man.
Early politicking at its best, baby. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Yeah, man. But hey, so we'll see what happens with them, man. But congrats to them. Also, listen to this, Mace. I know you're gonna love this. This is funny to me. I don't know if this is trolling or what. What up, Aaron? I wonder if this is trolling or not. Nick Saban came out. They asked him about the SEC, who's going to be in there and everything. and he's not the coach anymore. But he said the championship game is going to come down. It's going to be Georgia versus Texas.
No.
Which, I mean, most of us may agree, but the fact that he's the first year, like, that is just kind of odd. You know what I'm saying? But
it's Nick. It's Nick playing TV. It's Nick playing TV. He understands, and I'm pretty sure because he is collecting $500,000 per year from Alabama in his advisory role.
Right.
I'm pretty sure he had to sit there and be like, look, I can't take Alabama. It's too easy for me to pick Alabama. But at the same time, because if you just watch anything from Nick Saban, it's always a reverse psychology type deal. I'm pretty sure, because he's around the team, he's on campus all the time. So I'm pretty sure he probably let them in on, look, I'm going to take Georgia, just fuel to the fire, And but if you think about it, why would you take Alabama?
Exactly.
Before being the first year head coach, where Kirby is, especially with Nick gone, Kirby is the creme de la creme.
Yeah, he is. And you know
what? So why would you, that makes sense.
The funny thing is, he said he was like, he liked, what's the quarterback name? For Alabama.
Oh, yeah, Jalen Milroe.
He was like, he likes Milroe. He thinks Milroe is going to be better and everything. He was like, but the reason why he don't have Alabama is because they have a young secondary. Which he's telling the truth. They're not as good. No. We'll see and see if they come up, play up to par, whatever. But what I like what the offensive lineman said, he was like, hey, man, one thing that Nick Saban always taught us was never listen to the external, outside people. Externals. And Nick taught us that. So he always taught us, don't listen to somebody that's in their basement that never played football. So I'm not gonna. He's like, so I'm definitely not gonna listen to somebody who's playing golf for all his hours during the day. So I'm like, it's cool. So he probably motivating them. That's what it is. So
again, it's classic Nick. How many times have we seen Nick in the press conference, even when Nick had the best team in the conference? In America, tell you, man, this team not that good. Right. Rat poison. Don't listen to the rat poison. Like these guys in that program for 17 years have been conditioned to what you just say. Black out the outside noise, because all that don't matter, because nobody knows what we're doing inside this building on a day-to-day basis. Right. So I'm pretty sure him and DeBoer, they probably somewhere at his Mercedes-Benz dealership laughing about it now. Like, we set them up. We set them up. Man, they gonna come out here and score 40 on everybody. So classic troll job by Nick Saban. That's what he do.
Speaking of trolling, this happened last week, but so last week, and for the Copa was the Copa
yeah.
So Argentina, so Copa America semifinals, Argentina, they beat Canada, right?
Yeah.
And Drake bet on Canada. That Canada would win. Of course, he did, and he should probably.
The Drake curse.
Yeah, and he bet 300,000 and lost to 300,000. So Argentina, they responded with a tweet that said, "They not like us." Bruh. Can we say this song, is it entering to the point where it's like, I'm not saying it's the best, but can we put this song towards the top now of this song? Because true enough, it has social media that helps it out, but it's still fire. That's not hard. But the way this song is, Rick Ross got beat up because of this. His bodyguards got beat up, I should say, because of this. Like, bruh, is this the best this song? Or one of the best ever? Can we say it already?
It has plenty of emotion. But I think most of it comes from Drake. Drake has been on such an incredible ride, and of course, we always know the longer you're on top, they say the higher the climb, the harder the fall. Right. So the dude has been undefeated for so long,
right?
And nobody stood up to him. Matter of fact, think about everybody collaborate. Most of everybody hated or love it. Most of everybody's biggest hit probably got Drake on.
Drake on it, right. Yep.
Or if your entry into the rap game was through Drake.
Right.
I mean, it is what it is. So at a certain point, everybody like, man, I'm so sick of Drake. I wish somebody would, and somebody did it. Now, because our attention span is so short, and it's a great win right now. It's everywhere. My daughter them just got their band music for football season next year. They're playing They're Not Like Us. So I'm pretty sure if Pebblebrook got it, I'm pretty sure every HBCU gonna have it.
Yep.
Probably all the white bands gonna have it. I mean, it's
Yep.
just gonna be something that's going to continue to go. But we all know, because all the use attention span, or like Raphael say, mugs be quick to forget, dog. Drake dropped one heater.
And that's what I was gonna say. Can he? Because because I'm not gonna lie, Pusha T bodied him, and Drake came back with the album.
He survived it, bro.
So I just wonder if he can. I want to see if he can survive, because he's, like you said, he's not undefeated when it comes to this. But woo,
we
put it like
also
this was stung.
No, it hit hard.
Hit hard.
It hit super hard, and he hadn't been slapped like this. I mean, he got slapped to the point where like I don't think it's safe for him to go to LA. Like, he was in LA, and it's a video circulating where dude, he walking back to his jet or wherever he's going, going to the limo, and dude Thompson, yeah, what's up, old lame Drake? Like this probably like paparazzi, because he's so close to Drake.
Right.
And so he was like, yeah, man, because Drake was on the phone. He said, yeah, you're probably on the phone because it's probably way minor. Like, and this is an earshot. Oh, I got to see the video. Like, somebody said to me, I'm like, but that's what he has to endure. You either, you know what, let the buzz die down.
Yep.
Again, because our attention span so short, you all of a sudden do something and it's so fantastic. Yeah, oh man, Drake that guy. But Drake, look, that dude, he back.
I'll end this with this. What was so genius about what Kendrick did was, like you said, because you're right, but Kendrick waited a month or two, whatever it was, and then put out the video. So now it's uproar again. Like, yeah. I would have seen the video. The video hard too, but
dude, everything he did was calculated up until him releasing it at the time he did, where he knew where Drake would be on the 4th of July when it dropped, where he's at this at Michael Rubin's white party, East Coast time. So that he released it where probably about 10 o'clock that time, everybody's phone gonna go off, and y'all listen, you know, people at the party watched it, but of course they let it out where they had like a no Kendrick policy on the music. So I'm pretty sure they were like, listen, I know y'all in the corner talking about it. Don't bring it up to Drake, because it's the reason Drake get invited to that stuff and Kendrick don't.
Right, exactly.
So I mean, you know, enjoy the win, but I think at the end of the day, I don't pocket watch, but I think that Drake, because Drake is. So to me, I've always said Drake is really not a rap star, a hip hop star.
No, hip hop star, yeah.
Like, any of his concerts are going to be like all of y'all in basketball arenas, Drake in football stadiums.
Yeah, hip hop star.
At the end of the day, really, y'all not the same. Nobody, I mean, y'all not. But I mean, again, great victory for Kendrick. Like I say, I rock it. I rock it, but I mean, it ain't like I'm gonna be like, man, I ain't listening to Drake no more. You know, like,
no. Not like the young cats, but this this took a hit. But all right, man. So first half of the WNBA season, and I want to know. Well, first of all, before we even get to that, just a simple fact, this is dope. The NBA has signed a $2 billion media rights deal with ESPN, Amazon, and NBC, which is triple.
Spend that money, NBC. Spend that money, NBC.
So that is great for them to be on a like you said, it's now they're on a local, not local, but what we used to call a public TV or whatever, just a regular station, you know. Even though I don't think, can you even watch TV without cable? I don't know.
Nah, you gotta have some. Rapid is you can get the basic channels.
Can
But
you?
I
I
mean,
know you can.
with all these smart TVs now, I mean, first of
Yeah.
all, if a lot of y'all got cable now, shame on y'all.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Jailbreak your Fire Stick or something, man.
Right.
Grow up.
Yo, but
Grow up.
all right. So look, here's the thing. Um, with that, this is great news. Good. They get to blow up. Let me tell you something. And I don't have no ill will towards WNBA or anything like that. This is just my opinion. They're still not ready for all of this attention. I don't think they were ready for everything yet, which makes sense because this came. I don't think they knew that this was going to happen like this.
It dropped fast. They didn't see it coming.
So let me tell you, I supposed to be in Phoenix, either it was tonight or especially tomorrow, because it's the All-Star weekend. The company got approved, but we found out we got approved
today.
Friday. Basically, we found out Friday, and it starts Thursday.
Yeah.
There's probably gonna be a lot of people that might not go because of that.
Yeah.
There's nobody trying to pay $1,200 for a one-way to Phoenix.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's less than 7 days.
But think about this too. Think about probably the amount of requests to cover it this year.
And that's why I say they might not be ready, because NBA, they deal with it every year. NFL get
but
they're used to it, right? That's what I'm saying. So and I understand it. It's not one of the things where I'm down in WNBA. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was heated. And they like, come on, man, because I'm thinking, all right, well, I guess we ain't get approved, so I'm good.
You couldn't be shocked. You
but
couldn't have been
like,
shocked.
come on, man. But
you couldn't have been shocked.
But it's a good problem to have, because all it is just we weren't ready for all of this, but we could continue to grow within all of this. But I think it's good though. Like, finally we get to see something like this because WNBA, the thing is, it should have been prime time and should have been getting all of this attention a long time ago. Especially, I mean, it's always been talent in the WNBA.
Right.
I thought last 2 years, the talent, it reached an all-time high on like every team. Before it was every team, you might have one good player, some might be stacked, but you might have one good. But now you have multiple players that are good, and people know who these players are. They so spread around. But like I said, I still think it's a good thing, man. And then when you speak of the All-Stars and everything, just with what happened all year, the first half of the season, what stands out to you? I ask you that first. What stands out to you when it comes to the WNBA? Like, any little thing, big thing, what happened?
I'm shocked by truly the attention. I mean, it's like you wake up every day, if you in some sports groups on whether it be Twitter or Facebook, I mean, dudes are like really arguing about the WNBA now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. I'm like, really?
Right.
Like, this league has been here 25, 27 years.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, now you into it. Just the perfect storm of Caitlin and Angel, mostly Caitlin. Listen, y'all can stop it. Y'all can stop it, because everywhere Caitlin goes, the rush, we witnessed it firsthand.
Right.
The rush that Indiana gets versus Chicago, we've seen Vegas twice. It's no comparison. I'm sorry. And per one of the conversations we had with somebody who really knows what's going on behind the scenes, it just comes down to support.
Yep.
This young lady came in, and with her coming in, the need to see her became so urgent that cities had to reshuffle because of the amount of requests to see her, versus Las Vegas. I mean, Asia been the best player going 2 years in a row, probably more, but she just been
More,
back-to-back
yeah.
MVP, the
Right.
back-to-back champions. It still wasn't the oh Asia them in town. We got to go see them. Oh, Chicago in town. We got to go see them.
Mm-hmm.
For Caitlin, it's we got to go see it. And again,
Right.
say what y'all want. We do this every day for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can tell you, Ralph can tell you that, yeah, like they had to move it because the request 40 to 50,000 people wanting to see you versus, okay, we know we're going to get 4, might get 5.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it don't make the math don't
Yeah,
make
it's
no
not.
sense. So I
It's
mean,
not. Right. Right.
say what y'all want about what she not doing. Yeah, and you see Diana, all these girls who had so much to say, once they in her presence and they see the crush of attention that everybody is getting. Oh yeah, like Diana said, oh yeah, she's great for the game.
She is, bro. She
Great
is.
for the games. Say what you want.
Yeah, but she is. My the thing that's standing out to me, honestly, recently is, and this is probably the best time it happened for her, even with all the scrutiny that came with it. Kennedy Carter is going off. If you didn't,
Took
so
advantage of it.
this is what Coach Teaspoon told me. She told me this personally. She told me in the presser. What she told me is off, the presser. I asked her. I said, I was like, because I was like, yo, doesn't she give you what's my girl name? Play for Houston. Golly, I'm looking dead at her. The best player. Don't she give you Cynthia Cooper's
Cynthia Cooper.
vibe?
Yeah.
She give you kind of vibe. I'm not saying her game is exactly like her, but don't she? She said, let me tell you this. Now she might have been capping. She might, like the young people say. She said, yo, she better. I was like,
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you
right.
why that's probably right. So again, let's just circle back to when she was drafted by Atlanta.
Right.
Coach Collin, who drafted her. I remember us having just a cool conversation with Coach right after the draft, right after they picked her. And she was like, I'm telling y'all now, this girl is going to change the way guards play in the W because of how explosive she is. Now, of course, again, a lot of mugs don't really remember because y'all just started following the W, so y'all don't remember she was drafted by Atlanta and she got ran out of Atlanta because she just wasn't ready for. I mean, her nickname Hollywood, so she wasn't ready for everything that came with being the top pick, and she had just a lot of off-court issues. Fast forward to she probably couldn't be with.
It was the number 1 pick, right? Was she the number 1 pick?
She was the number 2 pick.
Number 2, okay.
She was the number 2 pick. We had number 2 pick that year, and we took her. But she couldn't handle the success. And like I say, fast forward now, she's with the perfect coach.
Perfect team.
She couldn't be with a better coach right now who has the pedigree, who got enough of that thug in her to be like, look here, girl.
Right.
Get yourself together or you're going to be out. You're going to be playing overseas the rest of your life.
Right.
Lock in. And like you said, since that incident where she kind of became infamous, she been going crazy.
And you know what? She gave I asked her about just her play and everything in person. She gave Coach Colin her props. Said she was the one when I was in Atlanta. She was the one that look, you play your game, no cups or anything. And so she said that. But yeah, Kennedy Carter, man, she's my favorite player in the WNBA right now. And she's a dog. And like I said, she just scored. I don't know if you saw last night. She
went crazy on Las Vegas. She went crazy on Las Vegas.
34. I think she could get to the point where now, and this is what I love about Teaspoon, and Chicago, even with Indiana, how they done it. But we're talking about Chicago. Chicago, They start off slow. They're trying to find out what's going to happen. They had her coming off the bench. The teaspoon after this, like, you know what? I think she's ready. We're going to insert her into the starting lineup. Now, yes, we do have Angel. We have who's the trying to think Cordoza, and it's the guard that they thought was going. She ain't really played that well, but they had the guard. I can't think of her name.
The girl from here, the Shields.
Yeah, and Shields, and so they just thought that was going to be the scorers were going to ride with them, but it was like, you know what? We got a dog in the paint that's going to get every rebound we can. We got two people that we controlling the boards, but now we have Kennedy Carter. We have the scorer where she can take over the game.
Walking
we can run through her.
Walking bucket.
Walking. I mean, so I don't know, man. I said this a few weeks ago before they really started winning. I said Chicago could be one of those teams that they make this playoffs. They might go on deep run. First of all, you got a winner, an Angel. We all know Angel's a winner. She's a winner. And now you got the scorer that really can't no one hold or touch.
Yeah.
And the difference between her and Enrique, I love Enrique. Is like, that's my second favorite player.
Yeah.
But Enrique, she's more sporadic. She's the Iverson. She might shoot 25 times or 28 times, and make 7.
Yeah.
But whereas Kennedy she's very efficient, because she's not gonna shoot 5 threes. She might shoot 2 if she shoot 2 threes.
She gonna mid-range you to
death. Mid-range, drive to the hole.
Bucket. She going to the bucket. Yeah.
That's it. So that's what stood out to me, is just seeing Kennedy now get to this point where she's about to get into the starting role. Whether you love her or hate her, it's going to be one of those things where we don't like her. Oh, we love her, but she's about to get her recognition. So
yeah.
So like I said, so let's shout out to the W, man, and we'll see what happens. But hey, we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna be right back to talk about the summer league, man.
Let's do it.
I know you always hear about the accolades and your great career, but do you ever sit back and think about your career and how great it was, and like reflect on it?
Wow. It is what it is. I mean, people say, "Hey, who's the best this and who's the best that?" And like I say, and some people say, I'm the best defensive player. Well, and then there's other people who say, I'm not the best defensive player. Well, I'm like, all right, I don't care. Just tell me who. Who is? If I'm not, then tell me who. But I just enjoy. I mean, what I did back in the days and how I played the game is, hey, I played I played my heart out and stuff, and I don't think I could play nowadays that type of football, because that type of football is not exciting football to me. All right, hey, if you can't hit, then why even come out there? But hey, it is what it is.
This is Jamal Lewis, Super Bowl champion, Baltimore Ravens running back, University of Tennessee national champion, born and raised Atlanta, Georgia. You're listening to the 3-Point Conversion.
All right, man. It's LT right there.
Hey man, I feel you. I feel you, LT. Show me who.
LT said who.
Who?
LT said who. I feel you, LT. LT cool, man. That's cool people, boy. That's what I tell you, cool. But all right, man. So this summer league, bruh. Let me start off, Mace. Let me start off.
Yeah, set the tone, because you've been out there.
I went out there to summer league. I'm not gonna lie. First of all, that was my first year covering it. Dope experience. Everybody's so free. Everybody's so cool. Whether it's the players, the GMs, PR, former players, whatever. It's a relaxed atmosphere. Everybody's cool. Man, I'm talking about one last day. shout out to Jamila. Me and Jamila, we sit down. We on the floor, behind
Shout
the
out
goal.
to Jamila. I miss you, Jamila. I told her that I miss you, Jamila.
and we're sitting next to Joe Dumars, bro, like literally next to us.
The Jordan Stopper.
Joe, I told him too. I said, "Hey, man, it's a pleasure meeting you, bro. But you broke my heart so many times, man."
The Jordan Stopper. How you the Jordan Stopper? Hell of a nickname.
Yeah, bro. But you see the situation with Cat. Oh, Mace, I don't know how I always got to end up on TV, dog. I don't know if y'all saw us.
That's a blessing, big dog.
Bruh, it's every time, man. We sitting there just talking about I think I was talking about his father, and just rapping about that and everything. And that Joker just, hey, is that me? And like you said, it rest is history, even though we're on TV, but that was hilarious, bro. But like I said, it's been cool. But I will tell you this before we get to the players, but I will tell you this. We always talk about how the players, how it's not physical, right? NBA is not physical, and it's bruh. So you got two stadiums. You got the Mac and I forgot what it's called, but that stadium, and then you have the Cox Pavilion. Cox Pavilion is more like a gym, like a high school, small, but media, we sitting on the floor right there too, right behind the goal, like right behind baseline. Probably
right.
Sure, I was on TV, you could see me, but I didn't realize, unless maybe they was doing this for Summer League. When I tell you how physical, I couldn't believe how physical the game was, bro. Like they smacking, they falling on the ground, and refs not calling anything. I don't know if that was just Summer League or what, but I definitely have a different perspective sitting up close. I will say that, and then just hearing the chatter, man, mugs talking mess to each other, the chatter with the referees was going. It was great. It was cool, but as far as players, man, to me, I didn't get to see. There's been some players like Clippers, dude from the Clippers, were balling, and I didn't get to see Clippers play, but I tell you, Reed Shepherd, real deal.
Yeah, he had Twitter. He had Twitter above. He had Twitter above.
Real deal. Terrence Shannon from Minnesota, they got them on at the 29th pick.
Yeah,
they got them.
He's trying to bam on everybody too.
Bruh, and I asked him this off. I didn't want to ask him on record, but he was like, "Man, I don't care about that. Go ahead." So I'm saying it here. So we asked him, because we sitting there counting them, all of us. We're like, okay, this Joker left-handed, but he keep driving right.
Yeah,
he drove right about 90% of the time, if not 95% of the time. He drives right. And I asked him, like, bro, are you a natural righty? And you just, because LeBron is a natural lefty, I believe.
Yeah, he left-handed. LeBron left-handed.
Yeah, he's left-handed, but he does everything right,
Yeah.
So we asked him that. He was like, nah, just people said I couldn't drive right. Now they say, I'm like, dog, you actually went right 95% of the time. So, but he brought out Stephon Castle had a good first game.
Yeah.
Whitmore for Houston, Cam Whitmore, he nice. So those players stood out where it was like, man, these jokers can play. Now, Bronny.
Yeah.
I don't know, dog. I don't know if he's pressing. I feel like he's pressing too.
Of course he's pressing. Yeah, he's
pressing. And I don't think that they're not going to give him that benefit, but it's not a benefit, but but still, you can tell he's pressing because, bro, when I tell you, when he just entered the game, they cheering crazy. Bronny,
I saw the arena from when the Lakers played there to when the next team played.
Yeah, it was, so he's pressing, but
he understands the magnitude, dog. Like, dog.
Yeah,
if y'all don't think these guys hear and read everything, no, he's been in this spotlight his entire life, dog. Like, this ain't nothing new for him. It's not nothing new for him.
I just think the difference in this point is like because more eyes are on him now. So now it's like, all right, I gotta perform, and I think he's trying his best to perform. And
Oh, man, the dude got like 7-8 million followers on Instagram. Man, the dude been in this light forever. It's just now the fishbowl is bigger. He can't hide now. I mean, he on the stage every chance he get now. So I mean, hey man, look, Bronny, you either gonna man up or you gonna take your inheritance and you're gonna be like Jordan kids. You gonna open a shoe store. You're gonna do all these great things. Cause money ain't the thing for Bronny. Like, why everybody keep going on, and we have so much LeBron backlash, and you just knew it was gonna happen for this kid this way. Now when Bryce get here,
that's what we were saying. Yeah, that's
Bryce the one. Like, but we've always known that.
Yeah,
we've always known that. So I mean, and people who expect so much from Bronny, I always say this: y'all clearly didn't watch him develop. You clearly hadn't seen anything he's done. Like, I mean, even when he was at Sierra Canyon, I mean, you just like, dog, he just a dude, man.
Right? Yeah, Eddie. I mean, Ed,
Ed, hold on, Ed. I'm glad you said that because this is the point I was gonna bring up, but Ed just went on ahead and said it for me. Y'all, it's a list of guys who had outstanding summer leagues and did nothing. Then you had other guys who struggled in summer league, and once the NBA season started, dude, it's night and day. So
Trae Young, and Derrick Rose come to mind. First two come to mind.
But we again, it go back to the Kendrick and Drake thing I was telling you. We get so caught up in prisoner of the moment activities all the time. We act like we don't give people time to develop. You gotta let these guys develop. Nobody is a finished product day one.
No,
it's this thing called development that we forget about. We forget about it in high school. We forget about it in college. Now we forget about it. Nobody is just pour water, stir, and go. It just don't work like that.
Because you know what? It was a lot of players that I saw that you can tell they could play. Like shout out to Keith Pompey, Big Bruh. We were talking about God, I can't think of his name. The guy out of Duke that went to Philly, painted his nails. I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the hair and all that. But he was asking me about him, and I was like, "He's nice." He's like, "You think he's nice?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I mean, he's struggling, but you can look at him and tell this kid can play." You know, you saw a lot of kids like that too. That you can tell this kid is nice. Like I like the guy out of UConn, Cam.
The
point guard that plays for who he played for. It's not San Antonio. He plays
the kid from he from Newton County. He from Georgia boy.
Stefan was, like I said, Stefan was nice. I forgot the other kid name from UConn.
Castile, last name Castile or whatever his name is. Yeah,
that's Stefan. Yeah, he's from. Yeah, but it's the other one, the other point guard. Or
the other guard. Okay, I know you're talking about.
Guard. Yeah, I can't think of his name now, but he struggled, but you could tell he could play.
Dude,
you know,
you have to remind and listen. I hate to be this way, but Muggs done made me this way. I'm always telling everybody, just think about when you were a freshman in high school versus you being a junior in high school. When you were a freshman in college versus your junior year in college, or even your sophomore year. Now, it's a development phase that everybody is going to go through. And I think guys forget, first of all, half of y'all weren't athletic no way, so most of y'all need to shut up. Let's just start with that. But that's neither here nor there. You have to let these guys develop.
Yeah.
You got to let them develop.
Hey, look at this. I'm going to say two things. First of all, if we go to a different sport, we saw what CJ Stroud looked like. I'm like, oh, this dude right here. I mean, I never thought he was gonna be horrible, but the way he struggled in preseason, like he looked horrible. And then you see what kind of season he had. But I'll say this for Bronny. You gotta remember, this guy still hadn't even played a whole year of college basketball. He was just working himself back from the heart procedure and playing, so he still hadn't really found out what he can do yet.
Has to develop, man.
And
when teams draft guys, they project you, and that's why he was drafted. When he was drafted, like, no, he's a project.
Right.
He is 3-4 years out. Let's see what we got. Oh, okay. I mean, we can move on and get another guy. Like, nobody, you're crazy to think he gonna be a Laker for life. You know what I'm saying? Like, people kill me, but again, I say this all the time. A lot of yous act like y'all were just that flame soon as y'all start playing. No, you wasn't. You wasn't.
Yeah, and you know what? And now I understand why. I think Sean Payton was the first one to, when he would talk, it'll be something like this. When he'll be giving out his calling his players, he'll be like, you couldn't see his mouth, right?
Yeah.
Then you start seeing players when they talk, after the game. So I say that to say, of course, what we saw went viral with Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
And what he was saying about Bronny or whatever.
Yeah. Well.
And this has nothing to do with whether Bronny can play a professional or anything like that. But Mace, I'm sorry, man. And I'm media. I mean, I would want my company to get any footage we can, but I don't like stuff like that. That's what I don't like. And not that they was like trying to read his lips when the camera just on him. It just is a bad time, but still, it's just crazy how you can pick up stuff like that, man.
Dude, it's where we are. You and I just had this conversation draft night. We've covered enough things. We've been around. We've heard stuff that you probably you wouldn't repeat or you wouldn't let out just because that. Yeah, I could go viral, but in me going viral, now I probably lose the trust of either that company, that team, that player.
Right.
Because listen, these guys petty as a mug. And they'd be like, oh, I went viral on, let me make a phone call. Hey, look, that company, 3 Point, Crush Sports Talk, hey, deny them.
Yep.
And you will be denied.
Yep.
So, I mean, it was NBA TV. Who gonna check them? But I'm pretty sure that cameraman had a long talking to. And if you watched as much Summer League as I did, when people were in attendance after that thing right there, they put the camera on them, went away. They pan, hey, look who in attendance. Or they probably got it and got them some B-roll. We're talking technical now. B-roll. Edit it up in the truck. Make sure it's clean.
Yep.
He ain't say nothing. Okay, boom. Run it. So, yeah, you don't. So, moving forward, y'all will not see live footage of people, the camera on people lips. And like you say, now Jaylen has taught everybody when you're sitting courtside or whatever, have your cup up to your mouth and then be like, man, Bron ain't no pro.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
You know how you talk to the person next to you? Man, Bron ain't no pro, dog.
Right. Hey, I had to do it because I'm trying to make sure they don't catch me because we sitting behind right. They take the ball out of the baseline. You see us, so
Yeah,
I'm trying to whatever I was saying. But I want to go back to what just real quick. I want to go back to this. LeBron did this to his own son for a selfish reason. I mean, it's selfish, but is it selfish?
Who didn't see this coming?
Right.
That's what I keep going to. Who didn't see this coming?
I mean,
we knew this was going to happen, and I'm pretty sure they had their crisis alert team to be like, hey, if this goes south, we got a contingency plan for that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
hey, Bronny, understand, like, dog, Bron, but Bron put all of them in the line of fire.
Right.
Put all of them in the line of fire. Bryce gonna get the same scrutiny when he comes. So I mean, for Bronny, the best thing for Bronny to do, we gonna find out how thick Bronny's skin is. Can he handle this?
Right.
So again, if he can't, then hey, all right. But he's straight for life.
Yeah, he's straight for life.
If this don't work out for him, y'all think he gonna cry about it? No.
And I understand. And I understand where Allen is coming from, because he's saying it like he said, like Brian. Because again, you could tell Brian, even when Bronny was getting questioned. So I didn't even put it up because you could barely hear him. But we interviewed Bronny just like he didn't want to deal with it, and I get it. It was like, but I think at the same time, it's one of them things. Like, I wonder if he's teaching the son. This is what I would teach my son. Hey, if you want to be in the NBA, this is what you got to deal with. Like, this is what you want to deal with regardless of you in the NBA, because you're my son. So if you want to play in the NBA
with his whole life, y'all, it's just a bigger stage now.
Right.
He done had to deal with this.
Right. And like Alan said,
I'm gonna tell you this just from because I got partners on the West Coast. Nobody has been interested in USC basketball in forever. When Bronny committed, the media request went through the roof.
Look,
when he got his condition, nobody came to the games.
Yep.
So I mean, this just part of his last name. It's just part of it.
Yep. Hey, I was gonna say this though, but when Lil Romeo went to USC,
nobody cared. Nobody cared.
And he probably could play better than Bronny. Nobody cared.
First of all, he was too small. We know why he was at USC, because they thought they were gonna get some money out of his daddy.
Right.
Didn't nobody care about that.
Right.
Nobody.
That's funny, bro. That's funny. But yeah, man, like you said, and like Ed said too, like Alan said, he's gonna be fine at the end of the day, right? I believe so. Ed said, he's not ready. Ain't none of them ready, man. And honestly, this brings me to my next question. Just quickly, do you think they should do you think? I'm gonna tell you, I think they should change. I know you have families, they family need loot. I get that. I'm not hating on that. I'm not looking at it from that perspective. I'm looking at it from a perspective of just the skill level and the talent level. I think they should change the rule and make them stay 2 years in college if they can. NBA should, just from a standpoint of, or maybe college, just from a standpoint of
development.
Like my guy, shout out to my guy Rob Dillingham. It's I call him Lil Homie. Lil Homie, he could play, but if he would have stayed one more year at Kentucky, this Joker would have came out, and I think he would be ready. Because one thing about college basketball is it teaches you basketball, how to play the game, how to be a teammate.
But these guys develop; they get stronger,
and they get
stronger.
Exactly, you get stronger.
So, a lot of them, they're just not physically ready for the NBA. The night. It's just so different. 35, 40 games versus 82 games with all that travel is just totally different. It's totally different.
And it's like Ed said, you don't think it's hurting the game. Well, it's not hurting the game. I'm talking about, but it's not hurting the game because these jokers ain't playing it when they first come in. Then when they play, they don't play well. When you think about it,
it's hurting the development of the game, because it's certain guys, when they get there, they're not ready. And for 82 games, they're gonna get picked on for 82 games. And you hope that in year 2, I always think about our homeboy Colin Sexton.
Mm-hmm.
So my partner Yasir, who was his coach at Alabama, was his position coach at Alabama. Even though the demand say, you got to go, Yasir was like, I feel like he needs another season. But because he was gonna be lottery, whatever he was, but look how Colin has kind of bounced around the NBA already.
Yeah.
But just imagine if he had to play 3 years, 2 or 3 years at Alabama.
Right.
He would be so much better and so much mentally ready to play in the NBA versus what he is now. Well,
right. And that's my point. Right. Al said the product would be better. You're right about that. Because then what if he did come out, like you said, he wouldn't bounce around, maybe, and Ed said who suffered, college won't suffer. Oh, definitely.
Of course, but because we don't get to know these guys. Think about, we got to know them UNLV team, the Fab Five, guys at Duke. Grant Hill played 3 years.
Right.
Like, all of these guys are one and done.
He played all 4. It seems like Grant Hill played 8 years.
He might have played all 4, but what I'm saying is,
like he played 8 years. But go ahead.
We got to know these guys, and they develop. So when they transitioned into the NBA, it was an easier transition because they play so much basketball. They're not coming in learning, and a lot of these guys, when they come in out, they're learning to be pros. They're learning how to take care of their body. They learn. Everybody not gonna be no freak like Ant-Man. Ant-Man just a physical freak. He been a physical freak since he was 6 years old.
So let me say this then. I'm not recanting, but I'll say this. So you want to have certain players that come out there freshman year is gonna be good, like Ant-Man. We saw Marbury do it. Jason Kidd was like that.
You're talking about physical freaks.
Yeah, like you just knew, right?
Physical freaks.
But
mellow,
guys,
physical
mellow,
freak.
right? Exactly. But then here's the thing: in today's college basketball, they changed it so much to where, especially playing under Cal, I don't know if what he could have learned more under Cal. And I understood why Rob Dillingham left, because Cal left.
Yeah.
And when Cal left, the other coach came, he's probably gonna bring in his player. I get that. I understand situations like that. But I'm just saying, if they stay if they're in a good program, they're gonna learn the fundamentals of basketball, how to play basketball, when to shoot, when to make this right pass, how to play team defense.
They're gonna get stronger, their bodies. Think about Jeff Teague, little brother, who probably somewhere producing Jeff Teague podcast now, playing overseas. Right. Imagine if he hadn't tried to run behind all the guys. So we say all 5 of us went to the league.
Right.
Now I'm staying my butt at Kentucky and play me 2 more years, so I will be more equipped to play in the NBA versus, I play like 2 years and I washed out. Most of these guys wash out versus, or like I said, they bounce around versus nowhere where they nowhere getting in. There's no second contract. Mm-hmm. They end up in Germany or Russia or somewhere.
Yep, that's all I'm saying, man. Hey, so real quick, man, we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna come back. That pretty much is on my mind. You got something on your mind?
I'm good right now. I'm good. I like that.
We're gonna come back with the Stop It segment in a minute, but we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back.
So for you being a wide receiver, how long did it take you to get into a rhythm, or how important getting into a rhythm was?
No, tell us what you told us.
Oh yeah, well now listen, he knows this because he was a teammate. I need to touch it early to get me mentally involved in the game.
Yes.
Because if I go a quarter, a half without a catch, I got a serious attitude.
How about 3 quarters?
Oh, 3 quarters. I'm turning over. Man,
you not blocking?
I'm definitely not blocking. What? Bruh, no. Wait, you know what? Let me take that back because I am a team guy and Nick knows that. The block is not going to be as intense as it was if I would have had 3 catches already, or if I scored. So if I scored a touchdown already, I'm blocking everybody. But if I don't win 3 quarters without a catch, man.
So you're going to throw one of those my bad type blocks.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Am I?
Oh, sorry, dog. My bad.
Man, but I'm help you up.
Yeah.
But I'm help you up.
No, man. See, look.
It's called E.
Yes.
It's called E.
I bet, yes. and it's one of those things, man. And being a safety, I had to get my tackles early.
Yeah.
I couldn't, wait too long in that first quarter. Like, that first drive, I got to hit somebody.
You got to go bang, yeah.
Even if it was one of my own teammates, I got to hit someone so I know, okay, this is what it is. And I saw Jamal Lewis walking around.
Yeah.
And I was telling a couple of people, I was like, I had to hit that dude when he played in Baltimore and when he played in Cleveland. They were just like, is he a linebacker? I was like, no, that's a bona fide running back. Yes. And if you are hitting guys like that, you better have your mind made up.
Just saying, dog.
Oh man, Mace had me dying laughing talking about that, man.
Hey, man, listen, I'm just telling y'all, like, I live this life, man. I live this life, man. I'm just telling y'all, and I was my own worst enemy.
Oh man, that is funny.
That's what made me a very good coach.
Right.
Oh, you know, the kids say I was a great coach, but yeah, I use my war stories. Yeah, man. Listen, I was the worst. I was the best and the worst all at the same time, man.
Man, that is
whatever.
Funny. That is funny.
Shout out to Nick Ferg, man.
Shout out to Nick Ferguson, man.
One of the greatest recruiting stories ever, man. Nick Ferguson is the definition of believing in yourself. Everybody, I can't stress to y'all. Nick was a prop 48. Back in the day, if you didn't get your SAT score, you could practice, but you couldn't play. Nick was a prop. So Nick basically was like the de facto trainer. He washed uniforms, he folded uniforms, he got travel bags ready. He went from that, spring practice, showed out, became a starter at Morris Brown, played well. He was like, bump that, I'm transferring to Georgia Tech, became a starter at Georgia Tech. 11 years in the NFL, man. So
New York Jets.
Yeah.
And Broncos. Yeah. Shout out to homie Nick.
It's my guy.
All right, man. So it's time for the most infamous, the most famous Stop It segment. So, Mace, I'm gonna go first. Alan, we about to get into the NIL in a couple of weeks, bro. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna talk about the NIL. But all right, my Stop It. It goes out to New York Giants GM. What is it? I think it's what's his name? I think I have it here. Joe Schoen. All right. So this, I don't know if you've been watching the off-season Hard Knocks. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's kind of interesting. This
is the best it's been in a long time.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. And I hadn't seen episode 3, all of episode 3, but in episode 2, Joe Schoen talked about how he was they've been talking about Saquon. Should they get him or not, the market value and everything. So he called Saquon. He said, all right, Saquon. He's like, all right, man. So what we're going to have you do, because we don't want to go through the franchise period anymore. We're going to have you go ahead and just test the market. That way you'll see what the market is for you. And then you can make that decision and come back and say, hey, if you want to be a Giant for life and everything, if not, cool. But you go ahead and do that. He sounds so disinterested. All right, man, cool, whatever. Then he was like, so just make sure. So you're gonna come back and once you test the market, you're gonna come back and give us an option, right? So I was like, yeah, that's cool. I appreciate that. He was like, can I get your word on that? Can I get your word?
Stop it.
So
stop it.
This is why I'm giving to stop it. You're a GM. How many GMs then told players, oh yeah, we keeping you. Oh no, we're not trading you. 2 seconds later, you traded. Or you don't get signed, or you don't get this.
Every day. Every day, B.
So once again, man, like
stop it.
I that just sounds crazy to me, bro. Like I couldn't believe you asked him that. And you can hear it in Saquon's voice. Yeah. It's like, he's already told you that, right?
Well, but what made that worse, he's going down the street to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
He in the same division, so you're going to have to watch him probably keep you out the playoffs. Yeah, you're going to get fired, my boy. You're going to get fired, my boy, because that's going to backfire bad for you. So
yeah, y'all should have just, but yeah, man. I don't know if you got to stop it, Mace.
I do. Hey, man, I know we're going to talk about him a little later. Brandon Ayuk, bruh, you have zero. I repeat, zero leverage, my boy. Zero leverage. Dude, not only they can wait another year, but then after that, get what? They can franchise tag you. Give him the button, man. Give him the button.
Stop it.
One
Stop it.
Good luck, though. Listen, I want you to get all your money at Brandon Ayuk, but what you looking for?
Nah.
That's why they drafted a receiver. They drafted your replacement, and they gonna hold you hostage for 2 years. But I ain't gonna hold you. They gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you.
And the funny part is, like, you come out and say that, and you could be a star maybe anywhere else, but you're not even considered. You're probably internally like third option, but you're not even considered a third option. You got McCaffrey, Debo, you still got the tight end.
Got Kittle.
Now you like, so it's kind of like to say I'm going to get traded. You can't hold out because
you're under contract.
Right. It's nothing you can do.
You're under contract. This is year 4 of your contract, and the next year they can hold you. But now you hold out. Now the fines. Now, hold on. One more. Stop it, because this goes into that NFLPA, the worst player association league in all sports. Instead of y'all worrying about practice time, we practicing too long, this too hard. Y'all should have been trying to negotiate that franchise tag, getting up out of here or something to help you guys. But no, y'all don't want to go practice. Y'all want to wear hats to practice on certain days of the week.
Right.
Get an NFLPA or stop it too, dog.
Stop it.
Yeah, man. I still don't understand why they don't get rid of the franchise tag, bro. That's
they fight for all the wrong stuff. Get out of here, NFLPA.
You know what? I believe in some players that do want their franchise tag, though. Like, yeah, hit me with that franchise tag. I'm good on it. Yeah, I want it. I'll take that cool 10 mil, knowing I probably wouldn't get that anywhere else. But I'm with you, dog. I'm with you on that, man. Alan says the Niners are not paying him what he wants. He's not appreciating his situation. I mean, I'm not even mad for him wanting to be traded, but just to come out and say, hey, I want to be traded, like, what is the point? That's what Mason's saying. You have no leverage. What was your point? You probably making things worse.
Bruh, make that 19 million this year. Franchise tag gonna put you at 24.
Mm-hmm.
Dog. You handcuffed, dog. I mean, you can't do nothing.
Can't do nothing, dog.
You can't do nothing. And listen, I get it. Yes, you're the best route runner for the 49ers.
Right.
But again, in the grand scheme of it, dog, they check it for McCaffrey. Then they check it for Debo. Then they check it for Kittle. So, yeah, you getting a lot of one-on-one situations outside. And, yeah, you winning. But how many times have we seen guys who tried to go somewhere else to become the number one receiver, and that just didn't work?
Right.
So, I mean, dude, I get it. I know you want to pay. I ain't counting nobody's pocket. You want your generational money. I get it. But you got to really look at, dog, I'm in the best winning situation. Dog, I'm in the offense that, dog, like I'm eating in this offense. Again, I know you look at Justin Jefferson, get his paper, CD finna get paid, Jamal finna get paid, but you have to ask yourself, are you those guys? And I know all receivers think they're that guy, but are you that guy? Is another team out there willing to say, we'll give you 30 million? Mm-hmm. Test the market. But you can't do that for another 2 years.
Yep.
So, I mean, I ain't gonna hold you, my boy. I ain't gonna hold you, dog. I ain't gonna hold you.
So let's stick with the NFL, man. We talked about training camp starting and training camps, I guess, stories, big stories. I don't think this is one of them as far as the Ayuk, but what stands out, Mace? What are you looking forward to figuring out?
The biggest story for me is the return of Deshaun Watson. What is Deshaun Watson gonna be?
Mm.
Can he return back to the elite form that we think Deshaun can be, or is this $62 million that he getting ready to be charged to the Cleveland Browns salary cap? I mean, is this a deal that they're gonna look back and be like, man, we blew this? I just think that's, to me, that's my number one training camp story. Can Deshaun Watson get back to form?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. You know what's interesting to me is, will we see Justin Jefferson be what he was or what he has been for these last 4 years, or is it going to be what he's? I mean, because I don't know what JJ McCarthy is, so I'll just. But will he step down to what we saw? I don't think it could be that bad. What we saw, your guy in New York for the Jets when Aaron went down.
Zach Wilson.
Yeah, when Zach Wilson came in, the receiver there, I can't think of my guy's name, but how it just looked horrible. And not because he was not good, but just for the simple fact that
we're talking Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson, yeah. Like, I just wonder if with JJ, I don't think he would struggle that bad, but will we see him top 3, top 5 like he usually is? Or
he got his paper now, so he probably could care less if y'all gonna throw him the ball like that.
Right.
Got my 35. I'm the highest paid receiver in the game.
Yeah. And that's the biggest thing, because he's a beast. But I still don't think Kirk Cousins get enough credit for who he is as a quarterback. I mean, if you're a wide receiver, you want Kirk Cousins as your quarterback because he's gonna launch it no matter what.
He's gonna feed you, dog. You gonna eat.
You're gonna eat. Yes. So
ain't nothing like knowing you're gonna get 10 targets in the game.
Hey, we just saw it with the video we had with you, man.
Throw me the ball, man.
Well, yeah, man. That's one. The other one is, I wonder what's gonna happen. Well, it's not nothing as far as training camp, because they got Sidham. I think who did Las Vegas get as their quarterback?
They got Minshew Mania, baby. Gardner Minshew.
Oh yeah, what's name gonna eat too? Because Minshew gonna throw that thing. I don't care. He's gonna throw that thing, but Devontae Adams, with him being in the news all week as far as
his performance on receiver.
It's good. I hadn't seen it yet, bro.
Oh, bro, he held nothing back. Like he must forgot he must forgot he was mic'd up a lot of times. He was like, man, I got to get out of here before I get killed. Like, he truly wore his heart on his sleeve. He was like, bro, this is like the worst quarterback play I've ever had.
Wow. And he was talking about he was talking about your boy
go through Jimmy G under the bus, man.
Jimmy G
under the bus. Throw him under the bus. But again, I tell people this outside, you know, me, when we was at Super Bowl, me and San Antonio, we was all having this conversation. Right. Receiver is a naturally selfish position.
Has to be.
You have to be naturally selfish, because, dog, you can't help yourself. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to throw. You're dependent on a guy getting you the ball on time. You're of course, our receivers swear they open, but does your quarterback have enough trust to, even if you don't have a step, will he still put the ball up knowing that you can make a play on the ball? Mm-hmm. That's that part of playing receiver a lot of people don't talk about enough. So it's just a naturally selfish position, because if you don't get the ball, especially guys who are used to getting Devontae, he's used to getting 10, 11 targets, and he know y'all gonna roll coverage to him. And it was times when like O'Connell took over before they made the coaching change, and like he out there running around. And the one time he do get wide open, they miss him, and he's like, "You can't miss that shot."
Right.
That's the one. That's the. Now I'm never gonna be that open.
Right.
Ever again. Coverage bust. Now I kill my man, and you throw the damn ball out of bounds.
Right.
Get out of here. So yeah.
Here's another one too. Could it be is it possible? I know what they said, but is it possible? Because we've seen Russ do this to someone else, but is it possible that Justin Fields somehow come in and change their mind about Russ?
That's gonna be a story. I just don't know if Justin is confident enough yet. I truly think Justin needs a red shirt year. I think that the Chicago thing was just so crazy, and it set him back some, because I still believe he's not ready to take that next step to be a true NFL quarterback. Because I mean, whether it was coaching, just the offense, the skill guys they had, but he just doesn't process information well. Mm-hmm. And you watch that all 22. He's not a quarterback who goes 1, 2, 3, 4. He don't go through a progression. He like 1, maybe 2. I'm out the door. Mm-hmm. And it became their offense with like, hey, Justin, listen, if you don't see it, if it's not clean, use your athleticism, and he's gonna get killed. And that's why he's missed as many games as he's missed. I mean, you're a Bears fan, you know this. I mean, the licks he take, they're crazy. So, right. I mean, I think it's Russ. I think it's Russ' job pretty much all year. I think Russ would just have to get a job away. But I think Justin would have to show that, you know, he's ready to take that leap. And that's why I think this is a red shirt year for Justin, man. Mm-hmm. Just get back to the fundamentals and learn how to play the position again.
And I do believe that, like you said, they got Justin. They got him for what they gave him. It's for, like you said, it's for that, hey, it's a red shirt year and everything like that. But I wonder, like you said, what if, because now he's in the right place. First of all, he got talent. You got a right route runner. And he had DJ Moore. And that's why him and DJ was like great last year. I mean, if you really look at Justin's year last year and what he did last year, I mean, he missed 6 games. He was playing. I mean, he got to a point where he was balling. You know, he went on a run. He got hurt. He came back and he started playing well. He still was playing well. But now you got not just only a route runner, you got another guy that's just as talented.
Yeah.
And so then you with a coach, a good coach. Now the only thing is you just got you got Arthur Smith from Falcons. Yeah. Now, the thing is, he's not going to be in his way, so he's not controlling the team. But if he can be that guy, if he can do what he came there to do, I want to Justin will, if it will translate, because now you're in a different system.
Yeah.
You're probably getting taught how to play quarterback now.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
You know, and I really wonder, like, man, what if he just ball out? You know, because the players love him. You know what I'm saying? Russ is Russ, we know. But I don't know. That's just an interesting. I just want to see how he does. And the funny thing is, because he'll be playing with the second-tier guys, you know how that usually goes, Mace. Second-tier guys, you start playing well because they got second-tier defensive players in there.
Yeah.
And if Russ is struggling, like, I just wonder how long the coach is going to be like, you know what, maybe. Because as you see, as we're hearing a lot of folks are not really they're not messing with Russ like, you know, like we thought they were.
Yeah, but I think a lot of that is bad. Sean Payton, he did a voodoo number on Russ, man.
He was wrong for that.
He tried to blame a lot on Russ, and we're gonna see how great of a coach Sean Payton is this year, or was he just riding Drew Brees' coattail like I keep telling everybody he was? Show me that you can win with Zach Wilson and Bo Nix, my boy. Show me that.
Right. Hey, real quick, what not do, but who do you think started the me selfish me wide receiver?
Man, that's been going on since the beginning of time.
But who was the one that made it like famous? What was it? Can you? I don't think he was like that, but was it Chris Carter or who else?
Hey, he was like,
was it Andre?
I think all receivers selfish, especially number one receivers. I can remember Andre Rison whining all the time when Terry started getting a lot of footballs. Man, it's the nature of the position. Listen, Jerry Rice was a jerk.
Right.
Like Jerry Rice invented, like, I got hands on the hips, legs across, and attitude, because I saw Jerry Rice do it.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Irvin got the ball all the time. Mike Irvin didn't have to worry about no catches, because that's all trouble looking for.
Yeah, he was looking, because was he the most demonstrative player? And I guess what I'm saying is the antics, as far as like, no, I want the ball. Who was the first one that we saw?
So I think T.O. made it more famous because the cameras really started following, and he was saying what a lot of receivers was thinking.
Yeah,
but he was just always, I love me some me. Throw me the ball. We actually saw him cussing out coaches on the sidelines, showing up coaches, like, you know, the famous clip of him and when he was playing for San Francisco, when they were in Atlanta.
Yeah.
He was like, man, love me some me. If you throw the ball to me, or him following Donovan up and down the sideline when they were in Philadelphia. Like, we got to see it. You know, Donovan trying to walk off like,
that's what dude. Because you know what? The funny thing is, everybody used to go, the cameras used to follow the quarterbacks because of Deion. So they were, because, you know, Deion was the one that you can't beat me or whatever, and show, you know, all that. So they was following cornerbacks. But you're right. Deion was the first one to he was the first one to that's a good one. He was the first one to be like that, as far as like I'm not Deion, but who was I say? T.O. He's one of the first one. Yeah. Keyshawn was like that too. I gotta give it up to Doc. Keyshawn was like that too when he
Keyshawn wrote he just wrote the book, Throw Me the Damn Ball. But again, Keyshawn was in a situation where, especially with the Jets, they were so sorry that they were throwing down. There'll probably never be a receiver that's gonna go number one overall ever again.
Right.
And then Keyshawn was that guy. But I mean, he was in New York. Man, who else they gonna throw the ball to, Keyshawn?
Yeah.
And that's someone gonna throw it to Wayne Corbett.
Remember remember that Monday night he got up, he was hating on Marvin Harrison. Oh, that's how he get all his catches. And then they end up losing because he oh man, boy, those were good days, boy. That's what, man.
Yeah, Keyshawn made it. I mean, as like Keyshawn wrote the book, Throw Me the Damn Ball. But I mean,
I think he put that energy out there.
It became such a thing because T.O. was always caught on camera.
Right.
And he was always, and like I said, I just always think about on Jerry Rice Day, T.O. had 20 catches. They instead of feeding Jerry, they feed T.O. But Steve Young, like, hey man, he open. He open.
Well, what can I say? He open. Oh man. All right, man. We're gonna take a quick break. That's funny, boy. It just made me think about that. Like, I wonder who was the first one to start that, but
yeah, T.O. made it famous because I said they were following T.O. and it became one of those things like, what are you gonna do next week? Crazy next week.
I think it was Keyshawn that put it out there, the energy out there.
Yeah, man. Throw me the damn ball. He wrote a book. Throw me the damn ball.
Yep, man. T.O. just took it, was like, you know what, I'm running with this. And it was, oh my God. Following down the I'll never forget that. But all right, man. We're gonna take a quick break, bro. We'll be right back.
Have a sports injury? Need to see an orthopedic doctor? Ortho Atlanta is one of Metro Atlanta's largest orthopedic and sports medicine practices, providing orthopedic and sports medicine care for the whole family. With 37 physicians and 14 offices, the practice provides the highest level of care for injury of muscles, joints, bones, and spine. Ortho Atlanta offers convenient access to a full range of musculoskeletal surgeons and specialists. Ortho Atlanta also offers on-site physical therapy, pain management care, MRI imaging, and workers' compensation care. The Ortho Atlanta surgery centers in Austell and Fayetteville provide cost-effective, same-day surgical procedures in an accredited outpatient center. Hip, knee, shoulder, back pain? Ortho Atlanta has you covered with specialists in all areas. Same-day appointments, orthopedic care for the whole family. Ortho Atlanta, Atlanta's choice for orthopedic and sports medicine care. Learn more at www.orthoatlanta.com.
All right, we're back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge, and it's time for family to come in the building. We got the one only orthopedic for Ortho Atlanta, Dr. Donnie Fowler III. What's up, Doc?
Hey guys, how's it going?
So, Doc, I gotta say it. Doc is funny. You probably saw it too, but he said, and I just caught it when he was telling us Keyshawn. He said Meeshawn.
I mean that was a nickname.
Meeshawn Johnson.
Maybe not his nickname, but what other people gave him for a nickname.
Man. Yeah, shout out to Key, because Key was the first one to put that energy out there with that. And after that, wide receivers, it was like, oh, so we can show this now. We can show that we're selfish, and it just took off, But like you said, Jerry was like that, but Jerry didn't want to show it. Jerry was quiet. Jerry, you had to watch Jerry. If you was a wide receiver, you knew what that meant. Like you said, Mace knew what it meant when he saw Jerry hands on his hips,
walking back to the huddle,
right?
Bad body language, breaking the huddle,
In a more, I think, humorous way, definitely Chad Johnson / Chad Ochocinco, I think, was another great.
Yeah. Like he opened it up and he embodied it to where we're gonna have fun with this. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But by then, that's when wide receivers, it was me. I want to, Yeah, so that's funny, man. That is hilarious. All right, Meeshawn. I was reading like, did he mean Meeshawn?
Oh, yeah.
And I just caught it after we went to the commercial break.
I hated his whole time in Dallas. Big, slow. Should have moved to tight end. Big, slow receiver. Terrible.
Yeah, Keyshawn. Yeah.
I like to forget his Dallas day. When people say, he played for the Cowboys, I don't remember. It's kind of like Jordan with the Wizards. I don't remember that time.
Hey, you remember they used to say this though? Keyshawn have 864 catches for
865 yards.
Yeah.
Right. No separation. That was terrible, man.
Oh, but all right, man. Doc, how you doing today, man?
I'm good. How was the summer league kickoff?
It was good. Got a chance to the play wasn't good, but still that's what you expect. But seeing a lot of people, players, it was cool. I was on TV, man. I got to see the clip. I was on TV. But,
you're always on. You're always on TV.
See, man, it was crazy though. We didn't even know, man. I'm on TV with Carl Anthony Towns, man. Funny situation, but yeah, it was. I mean, like you hear me and everything. Like either way, I send it to you, but Doc, I'm glad you brought up Summer League because we saw Atlanta Hawks rookie guard Nikola Jurisic fracture his left foot on Sunday night. That joker was he was struggling anyway. I don't think he was ready for the speed of the game. But either or, do you think he will be back for training camp?
Yeah, they haven't announced, other than that he broke his foot. I feel like they haven't announced like a whole lot as far as the extent of it. I think he's been in a boot. I personally don't know if it's the kind of fracture that needs surgery, what even broke in his foot. So obviously he's out for the rest of summer league. I think that's no question. But I think what you say, training camp early October, if I'm not mistaken, for NBA.
Mhm.
So you're talking 2.5 months. I mean, it's possible, depending on what they end up doing. Even if they do surgery and they have to do that and they do it soon, should be healed in 6 weeks. But then probably feel like another 6 weeks minimum just to get back up to conditioning and all that. So I would bet no, that he's not ready, at least by training camp, maybe closer to the start of the season, which would give him a full 3 months, give or take, because I think that's end of October. But obviously he probably won't be up to 100% by then. So I think we need to see a little more information what they're going to do. But I doubt he's going to be ready now for at least start of training camp.
It's terrible. Doc, my question for you. So Los Angeles Dodgers pitcher, I call him Yokohama Ties because he got all those crazy names. So I just call him Yokohama Ties. He's placed on IL. He has tricep tightness, but they say he's been throwing like from 60 feet. Yeah, it kind of, I guess, from the mound, rubber to the mound, probably 60 feet. Does it require him to be out 60 days?
Yeah, so I feel like it's a little confusing what's out there because they said triceps tightness. Originally, they even said he was on for a rotator cuff strain back when they first made the move, and then he came out and said he wasn't having shoulder pain anymore, but now he has triceps tightness, so it almost seems like it's kind of like two different things, and I'm not sure if that's why they extended it, but I mean, he's already – it started in mid-June, so even though it was a 15-day, he's already been out 30 days already. So
Right.
the 60-day really just takes it technically another month to mid-August. It's not like another 60 days from now. So they kind of came out and said it was logistics, that they needed somebody else up sooner. And so I think it basically means that it obviously is going to be at least another month till he's back. But I don't necessarily think there's been a setback. I think it's a good sign that he's at least throwing, but certainly they're going to have to monitor him over the next 30 days to see if he's going to be ready by mid-August.
That's great. Yeah. Referee, real quick, referee, I had a follow-up question real quick, Doc, because something was brought to my attention and somebody told me to make sure I ask you this, and it kind of disturbed me. Tommy John surgery. Kids have you heard about this? Kids are trying to opt for Tommy John surgery early, and they don't even need it.
Yeah. So
what is going on?
I mean, honestly, and I don't need to name names. I had a 18-year-old kid. I mean, I've had multiple kids, but like an 18-year-old with, ligament damage in his elbow, not like a full tear,
right,
that has done rehab, but then kind of re-injured it. And some of these kids are going straight to Tommy John because it's almost kind of like, well, they know it's not if, but when, which is kind of sad. But now in today's baseball, you're starting to see double Tommy John surgery. Obviously, Ohtani, Spencer Strider for the Braves, just to name a couple of big names that are already on their second Tommy John surgery. And so it's one of those things, like each time it gets harder and harder. I don't know of anybody who's come back from 3 Tommy John surgeries, but maybe in like another 5 years, we're going to have the first trifecta of someone who's had 3 Tommy John surgeries. So, I mean, I don't love the idea, the sake of doing it just to do it and get it over with, because it's not, we're proving now that it's not a permanent one-time thing. People are having now to do it multiple times. So it's kind of like almost, well, then the earlier start, possibly the earlier you're going to have to do it a second time. And you just kind of almost, I feel like, stack the deck against yourself. So
wow,
I think it's a tough situation. And I don't think at the grassroots level, what we're trying to change with our youth athletes for baseball and softball, I don't think it's going to change unless those sports go away from year-round baseball, which they're not going to do because of recruiting and travel ball and everything else. If the kid's not playing year round, he falls behind, but then it's at the detriment of his long-term career. So unless kids stop throwing year round and start mixing it up and playing basketball and football and only playing baseball like spring and fall,
regular cycle, right?
Yeah, this is going to continue and just get worse, which is sad. But
wow,
that's crazy. That's crazy. Well, go ahead. What you gonna say, Mace?
Oh no, I just saying that threw me for a loop. I was shocked to hear that.
Well, somebody that is not a pitcher, but I wouldn't be surprised if this joker had Tommy John surgery 2 or 3 times. Mike Trout, who has been out with a torn meniscus.
He about to be a dad, though. He about to be a dad.
Oh yeah, he started jogging outside. This was last weekend, and not necessarily a treadmill, but he was just, was jogging outside, and he took some soft tosses. He said he will be back at the end of July. Can we give him a stop it, or is this realistic that he'll be back in July?
I mean, it's tough. Hate to see it for some of these prime athletes who just can't shake injuries anymore. I mean, I think it was end of April he had a surgery. Originally, they said 6 weeks, which should have meant he was back by now, and they're now saying end of July, so that's 3 months. So it's hard to know, well, was there any kind of setback, or is it just taking longer? So again, positive signs that he is doing some high-impact stuff. I hope for his sake that it is the end of July at this point. I think you're going to have to stay tuned, though. But it's just one of those things. I was thinking when I saw this the other day, because I think this was on the slate for a week ago when we didn't have the show, but it made me think, kind of comparing sports, if you had to rely at this point on either Mike Trout in MLB or Kawhi Leonard in the NBA to make it through an entire season healthy.
There's a crapshoot, Doc. Crapshoot.
Who would you put your money on? I mean, that's literally what's going through my head earlier today when I was thinking about it.
That's a good one.
That's Doc, that's crapshoot. Like,
because to me at this point, if shout out to Rue, old co, my guy Rue got mad. He bought some good tickets for when the Angels was coming to town, and then the day he was supposed to come, he was supposed to go to that game. It got announced that he was going to be out for like on a 30-day IL. And Rue was so mad. Rue was mad. I'm like, bro, why would you buy tickets to go see him play? You let somebody give you that. And
just go see the Angels. Just go see the Angels.
Yeah, or go see Shohei when he was there. If it was just Shohei, then okay. But you going to see Trout? No, I
can't. Go see the uniform. They got the best uniforms of baseball, in my opinion.
Yeah, for real. You can't. No.
Doc, I always had to come with the fun question. We're gonna take golf out of the mix. Doc, we're gonna take golf out of the mix.
I'm a terrible golfer, by the way, but that's fine.
Okay.
So if you went into your profession, you weren't being Doc, and you had to pick a sport, what would be the sport you would be involved in?
Like, what would I want to be involved in?
What could you?
Which sport would best suit you?
Yeah. What was I most talented in? Because I almost feel like this is set up unless Mr. Controversy forgets. But I went to college on a track scholarship. So,
that's right.
So I mean, not that you make big dollars, and I'm not Noah Lyle, but I mean, I was all ACC in track and made it to the NCAA championship. So, I mean, it probably would have been track and field if I had committed maybe to it, but there definitely wasn't the same kind of career and livelihood you can make in track and field that you can in medicine. So I think I made the right choice, but it would probably be it would have been track and field. Basketball would be my backup, but.
Did you watch Sprint on Netflix?
I did. I finished it a couple days ago.
Wow, so Dog. Wow. I was blown
away. Got me hyped for the Olympics, so much so I'm slightly embarrassed to admit I pulled out some of my old college track video that my parents recorded to reminisce, and then Excited for both the Olympics. Track and field, of course, is for me always my favorite. But then they're actually making they announced, I don't know if you saw at the end, they're making a sprint 2,
right,
which has been being filmed and is going to include this year's Summer Olympics. So
what is it about? What is sprint about?
So sprint, it follows the careers of all of the top sprinters in the country. You go to Jamaica.
From USA and Jamaica.
USA, Jamaica,
which is like the big sprint rivalry.
Right. So, and then talk about the dude over in Great Britain who was an up-and-comer. The guy, I forgot, maybe in Belgium, who won. He won 100 a couple of years ago, and then he hadn't been healthy since. And Doc, it's funny you talk about the old foot. I called my college track coach, and I just wanted to be let down one more time. Like, so you think I could have made it in the 2 and the 4? He was like, no. I said, okay.
Oh man,
these times they run, Doc, is crazy.
No.
Yeah, that's funny.
No, it's but no, sprint is great and
excellent TV.
And super pumped for all the sports in Summer Olympics, but especially track. USA basketball obviously had a good showing this morning. If you guys saw that, we probably already talked about it.
Yeah, they're not gonna lose to nobody.
I'll say this, Doc. I'll let you go. I guess y'all call me cheap. I'm mad more so than anything. The fact that Netflix. So I had Netflix, and then I was sharing it with someone. But now since they saying you can't have it at this house and all of that, I ain't getting Netflix, man. It costs like $35, man. I'm on GP. I'm like, I know I should
you get the basic. You get the basic $9.99.
Yeah, I think mine started. I think mine's up to like $12.99 or something.
Yeah. What's the difference now?
In the basic ads versus no ads.
Yeah, probably.
So Netflix has ads now.
Yeah. How you think they pay the bills?
Yeah, you can usually skip through them though.
But... Yeah, you can skip through them.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had ads. Okay, wow.
Dude, how you think they pay Eddie Murphy and Kevin Hart and Tom Brady all these dollars?
Right.
It ain't no subscriptions.
Throughout the movie or whatever?
No.
They like place their place.
Like before. Or run on.
It's not like Hulu. Well, Hulu, Hulu will give you a commercial in the middle of
it doesn't break it up in the middle of the show or a movie.
Okay.
Not like that.
Okay. All right. That's okay. So I might get it, but that's why I was like, man, forget Netflix, man. But I'm gonna go watch it, man. But all right, Doc, we appreciate you, sir. You have a great, wonderful evening, man. Doc. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, guys. Have a great week.
No problem. All right, y'all. We're gonna take one more break. And we'll be back to finish it up, man. We got some good stuff to talk about.
Y'all Netflix stories are crazy, man. Y'all crazy.
Playing for the Seattle Seahawks. I'm gonna tell you, we tell the truth, shame the devil.
Okay, let's get it.
So we were me and my boy, shout out to my guy Warren. We always talked about, because he's a Green Bay Packer fan, and remember that y'all beat him, came back and beat him, and then from then on, we talk about the defense. And he said, man, you know what? The Seahawks, boy, they just a bunch of ninjas. I say ninjas. But it's just like if you're going down an alley and you see them coming, you turning around.
Absolutely.
So to have that mystique, like, can you talk about that playing on that defensive team?
I look to my left, I had Bobby Wagner. I look to my right, I see number 31 with that dark visor.
Cam Chancellor.
That's my favorite safety, dog.
I look to my far left, I got a Richard Sherman. I look behind me, I say, hey, man. Well, it's Earl Thomas behind me. I look in front of me, them my OGs in front of me.
Right.
Brandon Meebang, Big Red, Cliff Averill. They really put me on life game, and some dogs as well.
Nice.
And so I was just fortunate, man, to be around just a bunch of real ninjas. And you had to be on your A game. You had to be on point, because if not, one was going to call you out. Two, you wouldn't make any plays. So you got to be on your A game, because if I take a smidge step to my right when the ball going to my left, they going to beat me to the ball, or the guy going to make a play. And so we just understood that we got to have this type of energy, this type of demeanor. And you asked me, Bang, he said, hey, them dudes over there, hey, they scared of us. He said, you can see the fear and the way that dudes move when they played against us. And so I was just fortunate to be on. I put my defense against anybody in the history of the NFL, and I got us being the top dogs.
Woo. My guy KJ Wright.
Man, that defense was filthy, dog.
Yeah, that defense
that was filthy defense,
probably
dog.
Probably the most physical defense ever played. I mean, Bears, 85 Bears. You got the Baltimore Ravens, but as far as physical with everybody, that was the most physical team, bro. He even mentioned Bronner. Remember how Bronner used to be, but Bronner was the most rough.
6'3", 230, playing corner. But that defense was sick, man.
That defense was sick.
Sick defense.
All right, man. So last night I didn't get to watch Mace because I was on a plane, bro. But All-Star game, man.
Yeah.
MLB. You said it was. You already came out and said one of the best.
Yeah, outside the uniforms. I mean, great game. Great game. Great game.
So let me ask you this: can we say now, at this point, MLB All-Star Weekend is the best, or does it have the best game? We should say,
hands down, the best experience, weekend? Best vibe.
Right.
Yeah. I 300% agree with that.
Well, I guess because the thing is so natural. That's why now I think WNBA coming up now, you're going to have where it's going to be.
We're going to see can they pull it all together.
Yeah. Because I think last year was pretty good too. And they I think, or even the last year when in 20 or 21, when USA, remember the All-Stars beat USA team.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think they might have something to say as far as the game itself, but MLB is the most natural. It's natural when you playing a game during an All-Star. It's natural.
Right. It's not like football where, I mean, guys don't want to be there. They don't want to tackle. It's not. It's so unnatural. It's Mid-Summer Classic, as they like to call it. You have to play baseball. You can't fake baseball.
Right.
Got to play it, and that's why their game is the most competitive. Because I mean, ain't no the throwing alley oops or you know what I'm saying. Like
nobody playing defense. Like they hit the ball, let the ball go. Like I'm gonna just
don't play defense. You can be standing out there in the infield the whole damn.
Right.
You don't want that. You trying to get up out of there.
So, right.
Baseball, the one thing that they do right, definitely.
Yeah. I just remember being a little kid watching. Couldn't wait. Even growing up. Till I got to you got other responsibilities, so you can't watch it like I want to. But All-Star, MLB All-Star, man, Mid-Summer Classic.
I was locked in yesterday. I was locked in watching. I'm such a baseball guy anyway. Mm-hmm. But got to see the Paul Skine from Pittsburgh. Freaking he got the start for the NL. So I mean he liked that. Shohei. It's crazy watching Shohei. I was telling one of my partners today because he asked me, he was like, is Shohei the best hitter you've ever seen? And I was like, he's not Barry Bonds, but he's kind of starting to get that groove where he don't miss a lot of pitches. You still get him on certain pitches, go up, kind of down and away. Like with Barry, Barry had no weakness at the plate.
Right.
You grew one to Barry. Barry didn't miss pitches.
Right.
He didn't get pitches, but
he didn't
when
miss
he tried to come in there, Barry got you.
He's gonna get you.
But I think the cool thing with Shohei right now, because he doesn't have to focus on pitching, I think that's making him a better hitter. And I'm wondering if he's starting to realize, maybe I don't need to pitch. Because he's so dangerous as a hitter. I think he's becoming a better hitter because this is the first time that he's had to just focus on his at-bats. So I want him, and I said it when he came in, him pitching the first couple years was cool. Dude, just be an infielder, just be an everyday guy. Don't pitch, man. Don't do it.
Yeah. I can agree with that. I mean, I remember I asked a question after this rookie season, was like, okay, I wonder how long he's going to continue to do this. When will he say, you know what, I don't have to pitch?
Yeah, I'll pitch.
Because we saw, what was the guy remember he was a pitcher, and then they moved him. He played for the Cardinals. Rich Anko.
Oh yeah. Who just lost all his control,
lost all his confidence, boy. That was tough to watch.
But baseball like that. Baseball like that, man. It's. I tell people that baseball is the most humbling sport because when you go cold, you cold, and it affects everything.
Yeah.
Your batting affects your fielding. You feel you if you bad in the field, then you're gonna suffer at the plate because it's so mental. And for these guys to have to lock in, have to dial in 162 games, dog, that's why baseball players are probably the most mental of athletes. Because dog, think about it. 3 times out of 10 is success.
Success, right.
In baseball. That's a 30 on the test. If you get a 30 on the test, that's an F everywhere else.
and then not right. And then 9 times out of 10, depending on who's the manager, you're not gonna get where you struggling. All right, we're about to bench him. No, you go through a 9. You might get moved down the order, but batting order, but you're not getting benched, especially if you can play defense. Yeah. You got some guys that just on there just for the defense, just for fielding, and it's like, well, he can't hit, but but still, the players to endure that, to say, like you said, all right, I'm struggling, I'm cold, I got to get out of this. It's gonna, take 8, 9 games. You still but you get out of it. You're gonna have moments like that, just this is what it is. But yeah, man, like I said, it's cool to have something like that where you get to see all these starters, these all-stars play like this, and it's real baseball. It might not mean anything technically, but it feels they want to play and they want to win. It's a kid's game. I mean, we talk about basketball is a kid's game, football is a kid's sport. This is the ultimate kid sport because it's fun. You chewing gum, you're in the dugout when you're not fielding, just talk, whatever. It's cool, man. It's
look, I got a baseball in my hand right now. I be sitting in the lab. I be working on my grip, my 2-seam, my 4-seam fastball, my circle change. I probably can't throw now. I probably throw my damn arm out of I'm gonna need Tommy John.
Oh man, like that. Look, now I understand why they have to warm up, man. I remember I tried to throw a football once. Like, let me throw that, bro. I felt like I threw my arm off, dog.
That'll
like 20 yards.
Everybody, hey man, stretch. People be looking at me all day, be like, I just randomly start stretching. They be like, "What you doing stretching?" Oh, dog.
Hey, during a commercial break for Dr. Fowler, I was stretching.
Hey, look, dude. So I got my band right here. I'm flexing my ankle. I'm getting loose. Dude,
right.
You're at that age, dog. Hey man, you gotta keep everything loose, man. Dude, for boot camp. Boot camp started at 8. I arrived about 6:35.
Stretching.
I gotta get warmed up. Cause at 8 o'clock when they say go, I can't just turn it on. Like, I ain't 15, I ain't 20. No, bro. I'm gonna be stretching somewhere.
Bruh, who you telling, man? Yeah, that's a shame. Look, I gotta stretch when I'm going up the steps, man, just to make sure I'm loose. At the State Farm, I'm about to do this, be stretching. Look, hey, but because of that, like I was telling them, hey, I can get out. Like if I need to tie my shoe or something, get on one knee, I can get right back up. I ain't doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good. You're that one uncle when everybody taking a picture, you might get on that one knee, and then boy, it's gonna take you about 2 minutes to get.
No, he'd be like, I got that uncle of ours. He'd be like, all right, when I get down here, who's gonna help me up?
Right.
Who's gonna help me up?
Right. They got I'm not at that age. I mean, I'm not there. People my age is at that level, but
dude,
hey, man.
People laugh all the time because they like, dude, why do you put your body through the stuff you going through? Like, dog, because one, I don't want to get old. We old, but I don't want to feel old. And dog, Newton's law really matters. Like a body in motion, stay in motion. So I'm like, dog, I went through that phase where oh man, it's over for me. I ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah, and I paid for it too. I almost on the verge of being on all them pills. I like, nah, let me get myself. Dog, you're an athlete, be an athlete forever. You might can't do all the stuff you used to do, but gosh darn it, I'm gonna be doing something active. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Yeah.
And look, going back to the summer league, that was the thing. You can see all these guys, these players, man, in shape, and like, dude, you was like, you still can play. Oh no, I'm good. Like, but Jerry Stackhouse, see this joker again. He in shape, look like, I'm like, bro, you can still shoot. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it is. Where is that?
And muscle memory, he probably can't muscle memory, but get him out on that break. He probably finger rolling now. Jerry Stackhouse ain't yamming on nobody no more.
No, forget finger roll. He might get it and stop and plant and then just shoot it with two hands off the backboard. He probably can't even jump like that anymore, dog.
You talking about the bank open, bank.
Oh, the bank open, right? Oh man, you ain't lying, dog.
That's wild.
I'm with you, man. But hey, man, it's been another good one, man. And you know how we do, man.
I ran out the office today. I ain't get him no option. I'm like, they were like, boss man, what we doing? Y'all see what I got my backpack on. Deuces.
Hey, so like I always say, man, when y'all already know, man. When you hear this music, you already know what it means. It's time to let you go, man. Before we let you go, we got a couple of shout outs and stay tuned because you might be one of them. I want to give a shout out to the Almighty God for giving me this platform to do what I do, say what I say, make you all mad, upset, want to give me the stop it button, or even happy. God, I appreciate it. Also, man, I want to thank our guest, Dr. Donnie Fowler III. That's family, but you know, I guess we call it guest, whatever. But he's family.
No doubt about it.
Also, I got to give a shout out to my co-host, my guy Mace. You got anything to say, Mace?
Hey, man, keep doing what you're doing, man. Get you some sleep. I know how Vegas do the body. Yeah, get some sleep, dog.
Hey, we ain't having what we had. Hey, bro, I got scared. I was up with my.
I already know you.
I was up with my cousin too late. I'm like, hey, I had some sleep, but this ain't about to happen again. But I had a flashback. I got nervous. I got nervous, dog.
I don't want no problem no more.
No more, dog. No more. But hey, I want to shout out to everybody that was in the chat room, man. My guy Alan, Vince, TJ Bentley, Ab was in there. Hey, we appreciate you, man. Shout out to my family, my beautiful children, my brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, cousins, uncles, aunties, grandparents, play cousins. Hey, man, love on family. Let family know that you love them.
All the time.
You'll be able to feel it while they're still alive. Be responsible this weekend. Eat good. Drink responsibly. Watch some sports.
Drink more water. Drink more
water. Yep. Bruh, it was 116 degrees when I got there. But it got to 100 because it rained. And I promise to God, it felt good. Yeah. I was like, this don't make any sense.
Vegas in July and August is not the move.
Yeah, I can't deal with it, man. Hey, I'm safe, man. This weekend, dog. I turned 45, dog. Sunday. So I'm coming up, but it's good. I love it, man. I love it,
man. Get your roll on, man.
Roll on, dog.
You up, man. You up, dog. You up.
I'm up. But hey, y'all, till then, next week, same time, same show, same crazy host, same
peace, people. Peace.
When you miss me, we out. Peace.